So language is a huge thing for me while I was there. I was really excited to learn it. I had no idea before going how much English people would speak and what other language they would be speaking. But most volunteers who go pick up Bislama, which is the national language, fairly quickly. It's a Creole language with a lot of vocab based on English and a bit of French with the sort of oceanic grammar. And that sounds great. It took maybe a few weeks, a couple of months to sort of perfectly understand it. And those first few weeks can be really daunting when you've got everyone talking at you, thinking they kind of think you know it already before you go. You should get a little bit of a Bislama lesson in orientation week as well, a little bit of time to practice in Port Vila. And then you get to try it out yourself on the island. Most of the villages speak Raga in North Pentecost. Vanuatu, I think, is the most diverse language base, one of the most diverse places in the world for language in terms of amount of languages in the area. So each sort of pocket of land on the islands will speak a different language. And that's a lot more difficult to learn. It has no basis with English or any other Latin European languages. And it is fantastic. It's the most fun thing to learn, fun thing to speak, and particularly if you have a host family, it becomes that much easier to learn it. So you start off with Bislama, which is a little bit easier, and then personally I then tried to learn language, which isn't language is sort of what they call Raga, which isn't necessary, but it is a lot of fun, and you by no means have to be fluent by the end of your placement. I certainly wasn't, but it is a great way to learn more about it. I think language gives a particular insight into culture about what's valued and what's important, and so you learn those things through language, and it is part of that exchange of knowledge. You're teaching English, but at the same time you have to make the effort to learn the local language as well, and that's a really important thing to be accepted.